Another piece of China news. You may have heard about this. This is one way to increase the number of people going to watch F9. They eliminated the one-child policy. They eliminated the two-child policy. Now they're on to the three-child policy. See how it goes? Well, you go one, you go two, you go three.
I wonder what's next.
See, for me, it's simple math. That's all it is.
Yeah.
The one-child policy came in, I guess it was back in the 70s, and in order to curb overpopulation at the time, obviously a completely different global landscape in that era and domestic landscape for China in that era. But of course, times change and the circumstances have changed. And now you have a rapidly aging population, very similar to other countries that are in the same situation. Countries like Japan, South Korea, countries like Italy, places where you got this upside down pyramid where the incoming workforce, you haven't hit that replacement rate for population. And you start to wonder what's going to happen, who's going to take care of. When I say take care of, it doesn't necessarily mean physically, economically speaking. Where does the new money get generated from, and what are the potential global impacts from a diminished workforce in places, massive places like China? Anyway, they try to turn it around. They say, look, forget about the one child, two child. Let's do three children. Speed it up. We got this reproductive rate of whatever, at 1.3 in 2020, the lowest that they've had, and replacement level is 2.1. So it's way down. Now, a lot of experts don't think that this is going to work, or they think that it's too little too late, that once you have set the wheels in motion, once the transition has taken place and people are calculating their decisions around children, offspring, etc., it's tough to turn it back the other direction, even with the policy changes. Now, they say they're going to go even further. They say, never mind you that you can have three, but we're going to even incentivize it. They said China will lower educational costs for families, step up tax and housing support, guarantee the legal interests of working women, and clamp down on sky-high dowries. It would also look to educate young people on marriage and love.
How?
You mean you've never been educated on marriage and love, Will?
Well, there's only sex ed in school.
No. We're not talking about that. We're talking about marriage and love.
Okay, well, I'm curious.
Yeah. Well, listen. This world is a wild place. As you know, we experiment with one thing, we do one thing, we create all these other consequences, and then we go do this other thing to address those consequences.
Yeah.
Creating new consequences.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's just the human thing. So, and this is an extreme case of it, to have a one-child policy. So when I say it's not going to be enough to turn anything around, check this statistic. They were over there on Chinese social media on Weibo asking hashtag, are you ready for the three-child policy? And there were 31,000 people who responded. And out of that, 29,000 said they would never think of it. 29,000 out of 31,000. The remaining 2,000 said, yeah, okay, let's go for it. So if you're not going to flip a switch and replace your population, there's generational things that have taken place. These people, the vast majority, were a child of the single child policy. So they're used to it. They're like, what do you mean? I mean, I was the only child.
Yeah.
I'm having three children. You crazy? What am I have these children running around? 29,000 out of 31,000. And then others say, hey, it's expensive. You been to Shanghai lately? So what am I going to do? And it's a pinch, and it happens fast. And it does feel like the beginning of my life, which hasn't actually been 74 years. I'm 36 years old. That everybody was, we're going to run out of We're running out of everything.
Yeah.
So many people, and isn't it amazing that in a global sense, relatively short scale, how quickly that can flip within a single generation.
Yeah. We've slowed down quite a lot.
And of course, there's certain places in the world that are not here yet, but China's an example of a trend that's taken place in a number of locations globally.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe this will do something, and maybe it will do not much. We gotta wait and see.